Hi everyone, welcome to another card making video. Holiday cards are on full speed ahead. This is our polar bear card today. Super cute card. This is the die set. You get 3 cute polar bears with scarves and some ice skates. And I didn't put a sentiment on this card because it was so fun. I just thought it'd be a great winter card. So I am going to use these watercolor markers to color the scarves. And then once I get them all done, I will hit them up with some water just to blend them in. And these watercolor markers are a lot of fun to play with. And I think these are from Jerry's Artorama. I do have quite a few creative inspirations, pencils and markers, and lots of art supplies that didn't get used much when I was doing paint pouring, right? So I'm getting to play with a lot of stuff. So that was a pretty teal green. This is a powder blue. More like a sky blue. It's really pretty. I wasn't thinking of my background when I was coloring these. I think I probably would have kept the colors more simple because I'm going to do some turquoisey blue on the background. But they blend okay because they're far enough away that you don't really clash. And this card with the white polar bears definitely needed some color. I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. Ours was terrific. I actually had enough energy to do some cooking. And we all sat down as a family and had dinner. It was nice. So there we go, getting our water. And what that does is soften up the marker and it blends it into the next space, which is white, just to give it a softer hue. Scarves are super cute. So I'm going to be doing some more watercoloring. I did pull some stamps out, so you'll be seeing those soon. This embossing folder is like flurries of snowflakes. It's a super pretty embossing folder. I really like this, and you'll get to see it once it goes through my machine here. And I'm just doing that on white cardstock. It's really pretty. So I'm going to use Simon Hurley's Astro Paste on here. This is just a frosty white glitter. His Astro Pastes are glitter paste, so once they dry, they don't rub off on your card. So they're really nice to have for holiday cards. This doesn't really show up that great. I could have gone in with a color, but I just wanted that hint of shimmer. I mean, if someone's really looking at the card, they'll see it, but just to look at the card itself, no, you don't notice it. Because I do use some Cloud9 interference ink around the edges too. I was trying to get the camera to pick up just a little bit of that glitter, but it didn't. So for our bears, we are going to ink blend the edges with London Flag, and this is from Memento. I love these little Memento ink pads. Someday I may invest in the bigger ones. I don't know. I have to decide which company ink pads I'm going to go with. I have all of Simon Hurley's. I use them quite a bit, but I still use the Mementos more. And I don't know if it's because they're smaller or if the colors are better. You know, I just haven't decided why I use those more. Maybe because I have them swatched out on a piece of paper and I know exactly what color I want. All right, so now we have to, the ice skates, you could put them on all 3 of these bears. I only wanted to put them on one because I'm going to have him ice skating in the background. Well, not background. He's going to be popped up quite a bit. But you could put him on the one that's sitting and the one that's standing and put them on like a pond. That would be cute. Lots of different ways to use these dies for sure. So I'm going to glue these scarves on them. And see, the Astro Paste is drying right now, so it doesn't take long to dry at all. And if you hit it with your heat tool, it does dry it quickly. You just want to be careful you don't boil it, but it dries super quick. And get this last one finished. And we'll go on to the next step of our card. I did not take any breaks. I am making this card pretty much all in one shot till I find things that I can't open or something missing. Then I pause it. But it is sped up to 2 times the speed. So I did cut out just this little hill. I thought we could use it as a snowbank just for something different. Now, on this card, this is my tester card because I've been making 6 of every card. So this was my tester card. And on my next cards, I decided not to shade this because then it's like a definite hill. It was too much shadow for me. I guess it's just the eye of the artist, and when I see that, it was just too much shadow for me. So I'm looking at these pieces and I'm thinking, what do I want to do with them? Putting them together the first time is a little rough. So I think what I'm looking for right now are my wobblers. They were on my desk and I buried them under a pile of papers, and there they are. I just picked these up off of Temu. They're like $4 for 40 of them. Getting the paper off of these is tough. This is where I struggle. First one wasn't bad. The second one I did have to shut the camera off and come back because I could not get it with my fingernail. And I just put just a tiny couple of drops of glue on there to make sure it sticks really well. I don't trust any self-adhesive stuff anymore. And I'm going to put a little bit of tape behind their backs so that I can glue the black nose in. Because, you know, polar bears have pretty black noses. And this die cuts the nose out, so you have to piece it back in. So what I did is just popped it out, colored it with a black marker because I didn't want to run those polar bears through again for the black nose on black paper. Then you can color it with an alcohol ink marker or a Sharpie. You can paint it, you can ink it, you can do whatever you want to get it black. There's lots of different ways to do that. So there, their noses are in. I still haven't noticed that their eyes aren't colored yet, so I don't notice this till later. So now I'm trying to figure out how I want to lay these out. I definitely want him going down, but it was between the other two where I was like, I tried it horizontal before I shot the video. I didn't like it at all horizontal. So in order for those 3 to fit, I needed the length, the height of the card. So this is the Lisa Horton Interference ink. This is the Opal Blush, I think. It's a very pretty ink. And on white paper, you get the opal color, the blue. But on black paper, you get like this violet-y, opal-y interference. It's super pretty on black. But most card makers don't make black cards. So we use it for what it is, you know, and if I can use it for the blue, that's great. Sometimes if you turn the card a certain way, you can see that blush, and it does show up. I should have showed you the swatch that I did. Now, if I would have inked the whole background completely with that blue, you probably would notice the opal. But I wanted to keep this very light and airy, very wintry. So I'm going to pop up the guy in the back because my skater's off the card quite a bit, so I wanted to pop him up. Now when I mail this, when you mail this, whoever mails this card, when you put it in the envelope and you push that skater down, it does go flat. So it's not like you have to worry about him being popped up like that to get a thicker envelope. That's not how those wobblers work. So there, I gave up and I shut the camera off, and now I'm back with it working. But it's really cute, the way it wobbles like that. I have some slider ones too where they slide. I didn't want to look for those tonight. It was just too much. Maybe next year. I kind of have my pile of dies and stuff that I want to do this year, so I can't believe it's December already. I only have like 10 days to do more Christmas cards if anybody wants to buy them. I think my hubby's going to take some into work and see if he can sell some, because they all know I'm making cards now, so that'll be great. But I still keep them in Etsy. And speaking of Etsy, it's now December. This is the last month Posse paints are going to be available to the public. I marked them down again. They're $3.99 a jar now. Stock up. I mean, if you buy 10 jars, you're going to get free shipping because that's $39. So $35 is free shipping. So grab 10 jars or more. I've had a few big orders this weekend, which is great. But when they're gone, they're gone. And what I don't sell by the end of December, I have a couple places I'm donating paint to, some art students. So I didn't make any commitments to them, but I've been researching where I can donate it to. I'll keep it. And I have 2-pounder jugs of my own, so I won't be keeping any jars for myself. But there's always art teachers looking for stuff for students, and it works out great. And those are just the little Julies that I put on there. They're just silver sequins. And here's where I color the eyes in. Too cute. I was looking for the blush pad. So I should have colored the cheeks in with an alcohol ink marker. On the other 6 cards that I made like this, I did not do the cheeks. And I did more blue on the edging of the card. So the card that you've seen at the beginning of this video, and you'll see it after this is done, is what the new 6 cards look like. So I did not photograph this card. I don't mind the cheeks or anything. I just think I should have used an alcohol ink marker. So this, like I said, this is usually my tester card. If I like it, then I make more. I already have everything cut out and colored, so this is just how I lay it out, and that's it. But there's my card, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Um, Please visit my Etsy shop if you get a chance. If you want to pick up some cards, I have lots of paint too. So enjoy your shopping trip. But there he goes, Mr. Jiggly. But thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all on the next one. Bye now.